What's up, my fellow Republican separatist friends? We're here to talk about episode 5 of Kenobi, and wow, did I just love this episode. I thought it was fantastic. And then I did an Insta poll and asked you guys if I should keep playing video games while I'm doing these reviews. You guys said yes. I asked you which game. You guys voted. Jedi Fallen Order 1. So I'm here. We're going to start a new campaign of Jedi Fallen Order. So without further ado, without wasting any more time, without talking too much, let's get into the video and let's talk Star Wars. So this episode of Kenobi was by far my favorite one so far. I gave it a 9.7 out of 10. The opening scene opens up on Coruscant, with the skyline, and I thought we might get some Imperial Senate scene or something like that, some Papa Palpatine maybe. But instead, it was a sparring flashback between Obi-Wan Kenobi and pre-Episode 2 got both of his hands, no robotics in, not a single robotic bone in his body, Anakin Skywalker. Which was just fantastic. Also, this song in this video game is fire. If you haven't heard the whole thing, it's like 6 minutes long. It's by this Mongolian band. They're dope. But, yeah. Anyway. I loved how they used the flashback
I don't want to upset your rhythm, Cal.
to have
Boss wants a word.
back and forth between the lessons that they've learned from each other.
Good for us.
And
Here he is, Chief.
every time someone was on top, it went to Vader or it went to Kenobi.
An error has been
And
detected
it was
on line
like
10A.
both of them
All
were
requests are
focused
jammed.
on this one moment.
I need 2 workers to climb up and
Very
secure
cool.
the cables.
And I thought it was very
That's not
special
easy
that
maneuver.
The Gap will double your pay for
that
this
they're
ship.
both thinking
Wow,
about
Cal. What's your score? That couldn't hurt.
this same flashback scene.
Okay.
And they're making their
All right,
decisions off things
let's go.
that they've learned from each other throughout the years is what I got out of it.
This way.
Is they see
Right
things
behind
that they've learned and they go. It shows that Vader's not full Vader yet. He's still thinking about ways that and things that he learned from Kenobi, which is really cool.
Didn't pay me enough to salvage live munitions.
Sorry, Cal.
Don't worry about it.
Them crazy riggers can't seem to understand.
My next favorite part of the episode
These tools are gonna make it.
was the fact
Up
that
here.
Vader knew that Reva was bullshitting him the whole time. I thought that was really cool. And he's just been playing
Hey,
with
look
her
at
and
that.
playing her for a fool.
Separatist ship.
Her
Haven't
this
seen a
entire
looker Hulk in
episode.
ages.
It was fantastic.
Ages.
Breaking
The
curve.
Grand Inquisitor
Big money.
stopping by after her attack and showing that he's been
Alright,
working with
let's go.
Vader the whole time, and that he's been in on it the whole time was really cool. And also Vader promoting her to Grand Inquisitor just to freaking give her an ego boost before he essentially kills her.
Hands up.
And then the GI shows up just to get his title back.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Ladder's out, though. You'd have to find another way.
Yeah, no problem. I'll improvise.
Depart this barge immediately. You are not approved trash.
I'm trash, just not approved trash.
And then my absolute favorite part was full power Vader. I mean, we finally got full power Vader. And it was fantastic. I mean, we see the anger and the hate and the pain he goes through as he just runs through.
Easy there.
Just passing through.
The ship, and he just, I mean, it was incredible. He's just out there ripping a ship to the ground. And the coolest part was we've seen people try to stop a ship from taking off, and they've all failed. And then we see Vader do it, and not only does he do it, but after he's done doing it, he also rips the ship apart.
Good to see you.
You
from the outside.
That's the idea.
Like, we've seen other people try to stop a ship from flying away, and they couldn't do it, and it was very hard for them. It's strenuous. And Vader just straight up rips it out of the sky
Sounds like scrap
with one
rats.
hand,
Creepy.
and then rips the ship
Passing
apart
through,
just to
guys.
find nobody inside.
No need to come out and say hi this time.
It gave me very Jedi Fallen Order vibes when, at the end of this game, when you're running away, spoilers, when you're running away from Vader, and he's just ripping the whole freaking Fortress Inquisitorius apart just to try to get to you.
Sounds
That's
good.
what it
Be there
reminded me
soon.
of, and it was very cool. And then, honestly, like, I was just laughing like a little kid the whole time I was watching that. I thought it was so good. There's just pure joy and excitement in my face watching the pure hatred and anger in Vader's. So,
You get here.
I thought it
You
was
get
awesome.
here.
There was a lot of things, there wasn't a lot of things that I really disliked about this episode. Most of them are pretty nitpicky, but there's still things that, like, could have been better, you know? And there's always things that could be better.
There it goes. Hey, we should get moving.
But I really didn't like how Kenobi and Rey. I didn't mind this one as much as some of the other things that I'll mention, but I thought it was kind of funny that Rey and Kenobi are just like whisper talking through this giant metal door that a cannon can't breach, but they can, their sound waves of whispers can reach. I was like, that's kind of interesting, I guess.
Got it. Your
The
turn.
next thing that I thought was a little weird was, after Kenobi surrenders, I have no idea why they bring him out of the cave in front of like 100 stormtroopers and Reva.
Done.
And then Reva and Kenobi have another whisper conversation that somehow no one overhears. And then they bring him back inside the cave.
Take a look at this.
And that didn't make any sense for me at all. Like, why would... Like, you have so many people guarding him outside the cave in his gun arm and going back into the cave, but there's guns all over the ground.
Whoever flew this
Whatever
went
they
down in a
can do.
blaze of glory. Those Jedi. Real tragedy. I've always said they couldn't all be
Where there's like
traitors.
no one else to protect him, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I also don't understand
This is just our lucky
how
day.
Reva
Everybody's gonna get a
is
lot of good
surviving
material out of it.
after getting stabbed
Yep.
by
Here
Vader
we are, scrapping
twice.
these
I
ships
mean,
for
she
the
got
war
stabbed
just so we
by
can turn around and make new ones.
human
Racket,
Anakin
huh?
in the Jedi
Oh,
Temple
we're
during
risking our necks for the
assault
bosses.
during Order
And the
66.
pay was better back here in
And
the
she gets
Republic,
stabbed
too.
again by Vader. Apparently, only Qui-Gon
like
dies
this?
from a single
You take it
stab
off
wound in the
this
stomach.
soggy rock.
And I don't understand.
Makes you think I want out of here.
Come
I
on,
also
Cal, you're a young guy. You don't have
wish
no
they would have
like me.
de-aged Hayden a little bit, and probably Ewing too, for the
Gotta
for
move on
the
and live
Order
your
66 scene
Find your
and the
destiny.
sparring scene. It just felt like they didn't put as much effort into the de-aging process and money into this as they did into the Book of Boba Fett and Mandalorian. And I feel like it wouldn't even be as hard, so like you could have easily done but and that was kind of frustrating. But yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that. But that being said, it was so good to see Hayden again.
I can't climb up.
The sparring session scene and the Order 66 flashback scene were both great.
No, don't let go.
I can't hold on.
I really liked the fact that Hayden, 17, 20 years later, his movements, his body language, and control were exactly the same as they were when he was playing Anakin 20 years ago. And it just looked so good. His mannerisms, his body language, the pace that he talked at, everything just very much sounded and looked the way the Anakin sounds like, not just Hayden Christensen, which is very cool. Just to see
You all right?
very similar Anakin Skywalker, almost 20 years later.
We gotta move. Come on.
As for the finale, I'm assuming that Kenobi is going to try to lure the Empire away
Was that you? That was the Force,
from
wasn't
the
it?
damaged transport,
Please
leading
trust me.
I've seen
to
the stories.
one
I've heard
final
it.
fight between
Bounties out
Vader
on people like you.
No.
and him. That will be epic. And then we'll probably see Reva again, somehow surviving her stab wound.
Yeah.
And then making her way to Tatooine, figuring out what the weird transmission means, and that she found out Obi-Wan's comlink. And I'm sure Kenobi will bump into her at some point on his return trip home after surviving or beating Vader.
You holding up okay?
And Kenobi and Reva will have some weird kind of interaction that leads to her death, hopefully. Or, I don't know, maybe her threatening to go tell Vader about this, and then she goes back to Vader and he's like, "You're not dead," and he just kills her and doesn't hear anything from her.
So, I know the risk.
I don't know. I just really thought she was going to die from that stab wound, and I think that's how it should have happened.
You don't have to worry about me.
All in all, I really liked this episode. I thought it was the best episode so far in the show, and it got me really excited to see how they close out the story this week.
Just gotta head back to my place, grab my bag. Tappers owes me a favor.
As always, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, drop your questions, comments, thoughts, and concerns in the comment section below. Share with your fellow Star Wars friends, subscribe to help support the channel. Also, head on over to my Instagram, give me a follow at Let's Talk Star Wars, Let's_Talk_Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for talking Star Wars. And sorry, I didn't really get to play that much. It was a lot of cutscenes and stuff in the beginning of this game. So next week I'll definitely make sure we get into some actual gameplay for Jedi Fallen Order. But we're definitely gonna have to play this all the way through before the second game comes out anyway. So I'm sure I'll be doing maybe a live stream playthrough or something like that. And I know that I'll be finishing up Lego Star Wars, and
wait up.
maybe I'll play some Battlefront 2 sometimes, just online content. I think that'd be the easiest one to do, just because
Where you going?
there's not going to be any dialogue or anyone talking other than me. So I'll do another poll next week and see if you guys want me to continue playing. If you want me to continue playing Jedi Fallen Order, if I should switch it up. I think I'm going to play Jedi Fallen Order at least next week, because we didn't really even get much gameplay. So we're going to play this one at least for next week. I'm also planning on releasing a video that covers the upcoming timeline for the shows. I'm going to do that after Kenobi, and also a video with my review of Star Wars Brotherhood, the book, as well as the Star Wars Master and Apprentice book that I've already read, and then I'm starting up reading Darth Plagueis, the Darth Plagueis novel, after I finish Brotherhood for the second time. So I've read Master and Apprentice twice. I'm going to finish up reading Brotherhood for the second time and do both my reviews on that, and then I'll read Plagueis twice, and then I'll do my review on that one as well. So those are the videos to come in the future, and we'll probably also talk about Andor a little bit. when we get closer to that release date in August of 2022. It's August 31st. Also, the reason I'm pushing this door so many times is I heard that if you push it 66 times, the Emperor says execute order 66. So I'm giving it a try. I'm not dumb, and I'm not just doing this for no reason.
Execute order.
There it is.
66.
That's cool. And now you turn. And now you're on a Jedi cruiser. Anyway. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Thanks for watching the video. And until next time, thanks for talking Star Wars. Let me know what other content you guys want to see. If you guys want me to just start playing games like this and streaming games like this, let me know. That'd be fun. Until next time, thanks for talking Star Wars. We'll leave you on a cliffhanger.
Apprentice, mark well and listen.
Master.